Hey everybody. I just finished my lessons for this coming Sunday and I thought I'd just share a few thoughts with you to get you thinking about the things that we're going to talk about so that maybe our Sunday's that much better. If you had to describe your faith to someone who had never met you, what kind of words would you use? What ideas would be important to highlight? What sort of pictures would you use to describe your walk with God? That's the situation that Paul is in when he's writing in Romans chapter 1, verses 7 through 18. He'd never met the people in Rome, and so he's trying to give them a picture of how he sees God and how he thinks God sees him. It's a beautiful passage, and it's full of a lot of really interesting things. We're going to have a lot of things to talk about. And so what I'd really like you to do is just grab your Bible before Sunday morning and go through Romans 1, 7 to 18, and just write down some of the things that jump out at you. Write down some of the words or the phrases that you think are really important. Those are the things we're going to discuss at 10 o'clock this Sunday morning. By the way, we're also going to do a little exercise right at 10 o'clock. And so if you can be here on time Sunday morning, that'd be great. The exercise isn't hard, but it'll help us get into the study and it'll help us see what Paul's trying to teach. As far as the sermon goes, we're going to start a new series this coming Sunday. The series is going to be called I Meant to Do That. As most of you know, my dad passed away this past week, and so I ended up sitting in a funeral home for quite a bit of last week. And I don't know about you, but when I sit in funeral homes or when I go to funerals, my vision changes. Things that seemed really important, they're not that important anymore. And things that weren't really important become very important. All of that got me thinking that when I get to the end of my life, I want to be able to look back on it and say, I meant to do that. Not by my strength, but I meant to do that because I walked with God and I followed God and I listened to God and I obeyed God and God worked through me. And I meant to do that, though, because that was important. I don't want to get to the end of my life and have missed out on my opportunities. I don't want to waste my life. That being true, then, if I'm going to get to the end that I want, I'm going to have to put some things in place right now so that I'm shaped by those things and so that I get to the end that I want, right? I'm going to need some priorities. So this Sunday morning, we're going to talk about some things that will clarify our vision a little bit. Those things will come from Titus chapter 3. And then over the next 5 Sundays, we're going to talk about 5 building blocks that we need to make sure we have, things we need to understand, things through which God can work in our lives. I meant to do that. Starts this Sunday. And I'm hoping that it'll start not only a conversation from me to you, but a conversation among us. What does it mean to really follow God here and not just talk about it? So that when we get to the end of our lives, by God's grace, we've done something that He wanted done. I think that would be good. I'm really excited about this Sunday morning. I'm really excited about these lessons, and I'm really excited to see you here. I hope you can be here. Have a great weekend.